the best characters in this game. Of course, it'll be easy to see why this character is fast and he is powerful.
Nice.
So starting over here, you're going to see a lot of sidestepping in this match, but you see Ripple and Brady scrapping immediately.
Absolutely. Excellent stuff. Yes. Brady able to take it with the black and white knuckles here, whereas Ripple's going to be taking his primary color of red and trying to show it off here. Bouncing off the top of the wall, but unfortunately getting pounded through here. Broken a shield.
Yes, and the barriers in this game are a finite resource, so you will see a lot of the gameplay revolves around what you can do with that barrier, right? And Brady taking round 2 as well. Ripple going to have to bring it back. Starting off with the foot crush grab, a unique grab that has some unique properties, has several advantages to a standard grab. Okay, so the grab, that's the standard grab there. Knuckles has a kind of command grab situation where it's 3 punches after, and Ripple bringing it back here.
Yeah, doing a nice job. Actually catching the sidestep there with a giant clap. Going to get the knuckle toss, headbutt too. The 1-2 keeping the pressure steady, but trying to find anything he can here. The comeback almost coming through there, but instead Brady taking our first match.
And you'll see these two players hitting a lot of punch kick, right?
Yes, 1-2, baby.
It's a very safe option that you will see, especially after the sidestep of these two very experienced Knuckles players doing. They know that they are not going to fall for shenanigans. These two know each other, and they know that they're both good at this character.
Nice. We're getting the 1-1-1 in the corner or against the fence right now.
Trapped up against the wall.
Quick.
Yeah, and Brady here diving in. The float there is a great option, punching straight through to try and get somebody up against the wall. Logan activating the hyper mode, which increases the speed of all of your attacks, decreases the damage a little bit, and there are many tricks that you can give, or that you can implement after you engage that mode.
The unique fly off the fence Ripple getting spicy with it.
Knuckle players know to pull that out when you're up against the wall. It's a great mix-up option that punches straight through all kinds of things.
On the shore, you can falling flat there, needing to get out of the OTG situation and finds the proper roll there. Instead, keeping the pressure going, Ripple taking the lead.
Absolutely. 2-1 in the rounds here. Ripple comes in with the float in the corner, but not... Brady not moving in immediately, just waiting for him, and they're scrapping it out here. Roll attack.
There's a really nice roll.
Punch kick to end it.
Really something.
We are 1-1, folks.
We swing it back to the first of two like they've been playing the rest of this bracket, but now you got a little bit of knowledge of what the other person's going to do.
Absolutely. They are feeling each other out right now still, and you don't have much time to feel somebody out in Sonic the Fighters. This is as you can already tell, folks, a rapid pace game.
Beautiful spacing there by Ripple, able to getting past, but unfortunately getting checked by that 1-1-1. Really nice.
There we go. Activating hyper mode, and you can see just how fast he's moving when he does that. Coming back in with the punch kick, Brady diving in.
Oh, but an excellent stuff there. Into hyper, but canceling it into the spin.
Oh!
So smart.
And Ripple pulls it out. And you can see when they activate that hyper mode, it uses a barrier. So it's both a defensive resource and an offensive resource.
Excellent stuff. Getting the clap there again. Checking that sidestep as often as he can. But wow, the sidestep's so good. Able to get past it there and trying to bank on the comeback, but a little too fast from Brady.
And a great ability by Brady to waste, essentially, that hyper mode by Ripple. So Ripple only has 2 barriers now. So if it goes to a round 5, Brady going to be in the driver's seat here.
Yeah, unfortunately had that back turn. Can be a good situation because the turnaround jab is frame 9. It's the fastest normal you can get.
Incredibly fast. And the turnaround, look, Sonic the Fighters on its face is very simple, but there's so much depth in this game, and you can see by these winners finals players, really, they appreciate all of the systems in this game.
Absolutely, and using it to their advantage is the best way they can do it right now. Wow.
So the tech back, right? So if you press the punch kick and barrier, and then back, right, you can kind of fly in the air, and it's a great way to gain some distance after you get knocked up in the air by your opponent.
Nice. Ripple taking a great chance there to get into hyper.
But Brady stuffing him out and just really making it difficult for Ripple to get in with that hyper mode.
Almost was able to get the sidestep there, but instead going to even up the rounds.
Yes.
Nice grab.
Yes. The foot stomp grab into the Shoryuken, or uppercut, is just a very powerful combo there. And you see Brady, he understands the momentum that you can get from that. Got Ripple in the corner. Oh, side steps.
Yeah, he was able to roll out of that very intelligently,
Nice.
and then Ripple taking another
Pops him
game.
against the wall.
The continuous pressure is so strong. I mean, Logan's such an aggressive player.
Absolutely.
Needs to keep this stuff going.
Yes, and Logan has been trying for these hyper mode attacks, but it's been very difficult. Brady has been walling him out. We're in round 5, folks.
Obviously well known for his guile play in Street Fighter games, so you know he's going to be looking for that very moment where you drop your block, throw that punch, and get it past. Nice. Great
Yes.
11-frame uppercut. Oh, no comeback factor.
Oh,
and the
my
Logan
gosh,
spin.
Logan pulls it out. Wow. And, folks, we are 2-2. It's coming to Game 5 in this winner's finals already. We have great Sonic the Fighters here today, Why Cry?
Yeah, I mean, we're just getting started over here. Getting the grab to start.
Yes.
Ripple
A
trying to
great
get that
start.
hyper.
In the corner, the hyper mode, it's very difficult to do anything but sit in barrier when your opponent's in hyper mode and coming at you.
I like the idea. I would have liked the hop kick better, but unfortunately we got to keep rolling with what we have in the
Brady
slap,
with the-
baby.
Yes, just clapping him in the face, sidesteps the roll attack.
Incredibly
And
smart getting the headbutt.
Brady's
and
got
the
him in the corner.
OTG.
Yes. OTG crucial. OTG crucial in Sonic the Fighters. You spend a decent amount of time after a hard knockdown. Wow.
Yep.
And Brady is just rolling in here. Oh,
Yeah, he's definitely turned up the volume, but it
Absolutely.
The nice thing about this game is there's always the comeback factor.
oh, but
unless we
showing
can-
why he is the defending CEO champion. Brady knocks Ripple down into losers.
Sonic the
And-
Fighters and Knuckles. We're getting it going out here.
Absolutely. And Loxhard told me that he is looking to bring fundamentals to Bean.
Got the name switched.
Yes. We have Loxart on Bean and Decibel on Knuckles, which, so you can see that Loxart is trying to get in. It's a
Yeah.
perfect.
So you
Really-
see how Bean's strategy is to kind of keep you at range, throw
Correct.
these bombs, and get you to recover in weird situations, and
Yes.
then prioritize.
Yes, and then abuse that situation for his pecking attack, right? That's his jab.
His
Or
1-1-1-1-2 is amazing.
Absolutely. And then kicks you out, gets in there, grab.
Do it
grab
again.
the re-grab. Gets him in the corner, bombs.
Let's go, Lox.
Loxart is dominating right now, folks. But Decibel, not about to give up, is... Ooh.
That was a great sidestep. Able to walk away with the momentum
Absolutely.
that's coming in from Knuckles, obviously
Yes.
so fast.
And then Knuckles doing what Knuckles does best. Sidestep, jab, jab, jab.
I love this hyper from Lox, trying to
Yes.
pull back this round before a
Ooh.
problem happens. But Bean is out, so if we don't
Absolutely.
wrap it up here quick, we're going to be in trouble.
And Decibel has a great advantage here. Loxart is out of barriers, and so he will be able to keep the pressure on. This is a common Knuckles strategy. Take the loss earlier in the round, burn the barriers, but then you are able to dominate, and you can see why. He's at an advantage here, and it's going to be very tough for Loxart. Let's see if he can pull it out, folks.
Yeah, he needs to use the, when you're out of barrier, the invincible reversal button
Correct.
that you can get here. And actually takes
Oh,
the knockdown
good.
there.
Knocks him up.
Excellent. Do
Knocks
it again.
him up again. Took the hard
Oh.
knockdown. Oh! He had it there.
There's a nice
Gets the
command grab.
grab.
The
Bomb.
OTG'd.
Ooh. Oh, my goodness.
Very nice by Decibel, though. Able to take
Absolutely.
their momentum, not get flustered, and keep it going. That's what
Yes.
Knuckles is so strong at.
Absolutely, and that is the Knuckles game plan, folks. I've used it personally as a Knuckles player, and I know a lot of Knuckles like to use that game plan. But
Nice.
Loxart is not deterred. He has played plenty of Knuckles before. He has beaten plenty of Knuckles before, and he will not have a problem, I think,
Yeah.
adapting.
We're getting back to our game plan here. We're throwing the
Absolutely.
bombs. We're keeping them at max range.
Zoning Knuckles out is crucial because when Knuckles gets in, it's difficult to deal with. But Loxart knows how to pick his places. He knows how to find the spots where he is best, and you can see he takes the first round.
Yeah. So he took 2 barriers for that, which has been the problem with the last game.
Correct.
But we're keeping it moving here. If we're able to reduce the barrier usage a little bit and
Yes.
get good punishes, we should be able to close this out quick.
But in addition, Decibel also has 2 barriers down. So,
Yes.
Bean is every character is able to abuse the other character not having barriers. It just so happens that Knuckles has an easier time of it. Right?
Yeah. Once Knuckles is out of barriers, though, Bean has a very easy time continuing that pressure. And
Yes.
nice little jab check into the command throw. Really nice.
Gets those last 2 hits of the punch string, and this. Sonic the Fighters has such goofy physics, folks. It's just so fun to watch. Gets the grab, knockdown, bomb, and waiting. And then gets the jab string into the wall. A 3-0. Lockhart popping off, folks. He is excited. They're excited.
That's got to be a great confidence booster as well. Able to really utilize that very small delay in the momentum and the barrier in that final interaction, and that's when you know you're in your head. This is a fantastic Persona player as well, so we got to make sure we represent all the good fighting game strategies we've learned across a multitude of games.
And this is 1-1 here in loser semis. We are getting into it. Lockhart doing great here. Did not lose the barrier there.
Oh, nice.
Absolutely crucial with the grab.
The unique command grab. You do get an OTG after this, and it kills. Fantastic. Let's go.
Yeah, that's the real advantage of being here. He gets that guaranteed damage on the ground with the bomb. And you can see Lockhart has not missed really any of those.
Yeah. Nice. Tried to go for the running too, but really good stuff by Decibel to get out of the way. Currently juggling
that spin dash, yes, and it's crucial to get those kinds of knockdown hits. Missed that one, but you have to have the follow-ups immediately. Gets it on that one.
Yeah, and this is a tournament life for both of our players here. 1-1. Anybody's game right now, but we have a lot of barriers on deck. Speaking of losing some.
Lockhart putting in the jabs here. In the corner, some.
Knocked himself back in. You can get out of this by running backwards and running across the walls, but instead we're just going to hold that pressure, get the throw, OTG, and continue it. Nice jab check by Decibel.
Lockhart says, I'm facing you, and I'm getting it to catch up damage, and he gets it! He pulls it out, Lockhart.
Crucial OTG. His brain turned on. He got the buttons. The practice is coming through.
Sometimes when you get in that corner, folks, it is very difficult to think clearly. Lockhart thinking clearly, understanding what Bean has to do in that situation.
We are out of barriers, though.
Correct.
The worst situation is upon us, but hey,
Knuckles
comeback damage is so real right now.
Out, is zoning him out with the bombs. Oh, but the sidestep punch. We are round 5. This is the tournament round for one of these players.
Nice, really good stuff. Continues the string there instead of going for a reset, but he can just get punished in the corner right now.
Bean now has Knuckles in the corner. Gets the grab. What's he going to do? Converts with the OTG. Gets the jab again, and there it is. Lockhart popping off. Very excited. Lockhart has been telling us they've been nervous about this, but showing that they can fight through the nerves and get the win. Lockhart bringing the Bean.
But hey, being in the cage, it doesn't matter. At least they've both done it once here. Let's lock in.
Not
quite get into the controller fast
Ripple
enough,
says, I'm playing the game. Locks, if you're not ready, that's your problem, dude.
No, absolutely, man. This is losers final. We have got to get in there. We've got to keep it strong.
Yes, and you can see Locks zoning out with the bombs, but Ripple getting in, catches the grab. The OTG gets it. Of course, there's a catch-up damage mechanic in Sonic the Fighter. So if you are down, right, if you're able to get a few hits, if your opponent is also lower health, you will probably win that round.
Let's make sure we get Ripple's name on that right side.
Absolutely.
Richie, please. I know it's still Knuckles, but...
Correct, yeah. Decibel and Ripple, 2 very different Knuckles here.
This is big right now.
Absolutely.
Logan has a huge chance to get something hit, but instead the bomb, getting the AoE.
Locked. Those bombs have, as you said, great area effect, but of course, Ripple knows the mechanics of this game. He uses the hit to get away from Bean, teleports basically to the other side of the arena, and is now coming in.
Doing some nice job here, getting that catch-up damage. Oh my God, insanity from Ripple.
When Ripple gets in, you're not stopping him, but he has no barriers right now. So if Locks is able to lock him down, it will be very difficult to deal with. But Ripple is not deterred, getting that sidestep in the corner.
Nice drop
spin dash.
I like that from Locks.
Oh.
Returns to sender, baby.
Is that a weapon grab?
Yeah, dude, he grabbed the bomb and he gave it into his pecker.
Weapon grab, a special grab in this game. Sonic the Fighter says several different kinds of grabs, but Lockhart pulling that out after even the weapon grab, which, goofy fun animation, but Lockhart says, I'm not distracted by that. I'm locking in, and I'm winning the game.
Just smiling and laughing as he takes the first game. But hey, we got at least 2 more.
Correct. And
potential for more than that.
Ripple has the attitude here, getting the grab, setting up for the next moment here, sidestepping the bomb. He knows what he has to do.
Yeah, a great running two from Lox. Great pickups there from as well. Oh my gosh, the bomb pressure is getting impressive here, and the command grab afterwards.
Yes.
OTG.
Oh, sidesteps it, gets him in the corner. Let's see what they can do. Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
The 1-1-1.
Yes.
It's so good.
it is. And, you know, sometimes strings in Sonic the Fighters are, you know, not connecting all the time, but Beans definitely does.
It has insanely good tracking as well, which is why you see him use it so often. And you can even drop it at certain points to go for the command grab.
Ripple popping hyper, gets a little bit of damage, but Beans gets the grab. Oh, and Lox pulls it out.
Yeah.
That catch-up damage is brutal.
We need to get a little bit of a pickup here. I think
Absolutely.
Lox running on that good vibes, whereas Ripple had a difficult time in the winner's side, but hey, we can still find this pressure here. 1-1-2.
Absolutely. Ripple's going to have to pull it out soon if he wants to win this game.
Excellent.
Gets in, gets the clap, breaks the barrier, defends that, dodges the dive, but Lox undeterred, pecks him, getting the crowd hype, asking for the energy, and Loxheart, I think, is riding on that energy right now and is trying to ride that energy to grand finals.
A people's champion, a commentator as well.
Yes.
He's running into the same problem he had last year where he was trying to commentate this, and then he's like, wait, I'm kind of clean with it.
Yes, folks, I was only on commentary last year because Loxheart did so well in bracket, and showing why he's not at this commentary desk. He has one heck of a beam.
Nice.
But
a great 1-2
Ripple
from
said,
Ripple.
I am not done yet, folks. I am fighting back, and he is getting that punch kick, clap, breaking the barrier, gets the first hit of the grab, but it doesn't connect on the second. The optimal route for Knuckles is to actually get that first hit and then mix up afterward on the second and third grab, but Ripple obviously knows that.
Yeah, and currently doing an amazing job of just burning through the barrier as well as their life bar. Ripple
Oh
up
my
2
gosh,
games.
but Lox stuffs him out on that jump in and gets that round as well. Loxheart is saying, you are not, I want this 3-0.
Excellent. All right, getting the command grab here. Doesn't do a ton of damage because we're at full HP.
Absolutely.
Oh my god, the 1-2
breaks the
half
barrier.
healthing Bean.
Yeah, crazy.
Nice
Gets
up.
the foot stomp, coming in with the dive. Oh my gosh, and the pecking string.
All right, Ripple's tournament life here.
Absolutely.
Can't be stressed, but you gotta condition your player to go.
Ducks the
Nice
grab.
And they see the option, the hyper coming
activates
out
hyper,
here.
getting the hits, but not that much damage out of it. But now he's down, so he can get the catch-up damage here.
Excellent command grab, gets the OTG, but Knuckles pretty much
Gets the kick after.
a single interaction away from
Oh,
killing,
that's
but
tough.
does an unsafe button.
Loxheart makes it. Wow. What a performance by Loxheart here. Ripple, of course, did fantastic. Worked so hard at this game. Jurisdiction. Again, folks, get out to the live event. Grand finals, everybody. Get hype for Loxheart versus Brady. Bean versus Knuckles. Brady going in, showing why he is the reigning CEO champion, perfecting Loxheart on the first round.
And a little bit of that training to actually drop your shield when the spin comes through, unfortunately costing Lox the round. But hey, there's always a chance we can continue that pressure. Here, though, running too to get some pressure going.
Lox is patient. He has been waiting for the opportune time for those grabs, getting them. Yes, he's sitting in his barrier, knowing when to sit in it, keeping Brady in the corner, and gets round 2.
That OTG that he went for was a little bit delayed and actually caught Brady off as being like a meaty option instead. That's actually really smart. I love that.
And you can see the fighting game fundamentals. Loxheart is, of course, both of these players are great fighting game players in general. And you can see that show here.
Very different jurisdictions, though. One being more predominantly an anime fighter, and the other one being a little more Street Fighter oriented.
Correct.
So it's very interesting to see the dichotomy here.
Yes, different skill sets, but both conflicting and clashing here at Grand Final CEO 15 2025.
That's what I'm talking about. Getting that command grab on the sidestep, not dealing
with the
it at
OTG,
all.
locking that down. Round 5, folks. This first game is already going to 5 rounds. This is good Sonic the Fighters here.
Oh, nice. I like that. I think it's a 4-6-2, where he's actually like winds up his foot to try and break that extra barrier and just holds his full screen right now, being a little low on barrier.
Absolutely. And Brady getting in, but Loxheart saying, oh, getting the grab very close in damage here. I don't know who's getting the catch-up damage, but Brady says it doesn't matter. So I'm taking game 1. Game 1? Game 2?
Yeah, that was game
Okay.
1. I know.
It already feels like I'm in the middle of it, folks.
No, we are doing wonderful over here. I mean, Locks, I don't think they need to change anything.
No.
Their command grabs on the side steps were perfect. They were doing everything, but maybe trying to find that full screen space. And I think
Correct.
Brady needs to actually use some of his barriers
Correct.
to greater effect, whether it be the hyper mode or whether it be
Correct.
Maybe in more defensive situations. But hey, if it's still working, it's working.
Correct. Well, look, Brady has been keeping his barriers, absolutely. I think that's part because he thinks that Knuckles' options are strong without getting into hyper mode.
Exactly.
So I don't think he thinks he needs to, and would rather save those barriers for a defensive situation.
Finally, we're starting to see the hop kick come out a little bit.
Absolutely.
An integral part to Knuckles' game that has kind of been laying dormant.
Correct. And Brady taking that round 1 with the hop kick, showing full Knuckles roster moves.
Very nice. The OTG tries to get that wind-up kick one more time. Instead,
Headbutt through the barrier.
All right.
That's one thing Brady has been very good at so far, is getting those barriers down, because he knows, as I mentioned earlier, Knuckles excels when the opponent does not have any barriers, and he's 2 rounds up, and Lockhart only has 2 barriers now. So Brady sitting very pretty right now in this game.
Yeah, this has got to be a comfortable position for him. Taking one more barrier with the fly, so hard to get around, waiting for Locks to do something and punishing it immediately with the 1-1-2.
Lockhart trying to run up the wall and get a better angle on that, but having some trouble getting in, but gets the grab there.
The excellent command, the peck and peck and
Absolutely,
peck.
getting the OTG, that guaranteed damage, but Knuckles sidestepping around, getting the punch.
Comeback damage. We have 1 second remaining.
Oh my goodness.
Such a good barrier from Locks, understanding that time was a very big factor there, and our first timeout goes in the way of the bird.
Absolutely, but now Lockhart does not have any barriers. He's going to have to rely purely on his offensive capabilities and movement.
1-1-2, absolutely working the 9-to-5 job over here with the tracking at the very end.
Crazy.
Oh,
my goodness!
Wow.
Wow.
It was almost very sick.
Yes, and you can see why Knuckles is aiming to get rid of those barriers. You can see the dominance that kid has when there are very few defensive options. Brady showing why he is the best Knuckles in the country.
Yeah. Okay. And Locks
I'm saying it.
getting hyped. No, I think...
I think he's got a track record at this point, folks.
Hey, looking at a 2-time potential championship here, trying to 3-0 it in same fashion he did it last year.
Lockhart saying, I am not going down without a fight. Getting in, trying to keep Brady out, gets the grab when he comes in, OTG with the bomb, following up, but Brady sneaks around with that sidestep.
Yeah, he keeps trying to catch the backdash, but, I mean, Knuckles is just going to sidestep as much as he possibly can, and if you can't contest it, it's so difficult, and Bean does struggle.
Yeah, Bean really has to make a lot of advantage, a lot of use of that zoning gameplay. And right now, you're seeing that Brady is effectively sidestepping a lot of that. And so Lockhart knows that he has to go in and gets that round because of it.
That was so lucky. Bean almost killing himself there with the bomb explosion, but having just enough HP to keep it going.
Yes, Bean has one of the few characters that can damage himself. I don't know if it's the only character. Sonic the Fighter's Discord can correct me on that one.
Yeah. Nope, we're good. We didn't even make a statement. Oh, nice recovery there by Brady, but the
gets him in
tracking by
the corner.
Bean.
And Lockhart fighting back, saying, I don't want this to be a 3.
Oh, that was a huge opportunity to get some pressure going.
String again, pecking him in the face.
Hey, 1-1-1 will get you so very far. All right, what are they going to do?
Keeping the barrier up, did not break. He's keeping that. Oh, but Knuckles just broke it.
Excellent job by Brady.
This here.
Able to jump that, the comeback factor.
Crucial. Oh, just misses with the dive in.
It's all right, it's not over. The barrier,
certainly
even though it's
not.
gone.
Round 5, Bean has to get some space here, I think. Oh, it damages himself.
Actually, works out in his favor.
Oh!
We're getting the Brady chance.
Brady chance in the crowd.
There we go. We need to find something here. Locke still putting on an excellent show.
Brady in the corner, and he takes it!
The 1-1-2 to
Brady.
clean it up, baby. Brady winning Sonic the Fighters and Knuckles over here at CEO 2025.
Showing why he won CEO last year. Showing why he won Frosty Faustings. Brady taking it with a dominating performance. Did not lose a game in that grand final set.